Well, it's been only a little over 24 hours since the massive DOJ Inspector General's report, over 500 pages, was released, and the public is still digesting what's in it. What are the key takeaways, and what is the press missing from all of this? Kim Strassel is on the Wall Street Journal editorial board. She's been following the story maybe more closely than anyone in America, and she joins us tonight. What jumped out of this report when you read it, Kim?
So I think one thing, Tucker, is most of the headlines today have been focused on Jim Comey, and there's no question that this was a very damning indictment of his leadership while he was there. But then again, Democrats and a lot in the media would like to pin it all on him. What struck me was that this report was a searing indictment of the entire FBI and its culture. And in particular, this argument that they tend to live by a rule that they themselves craft, that they impose rules on everyone else, but they do not live by them. So, I mean, we have examples in here of, employees using their home computers and cell phones for work business. We found out that Comey's entire staff was complicit in helping him conceal from his Department of Justice superiors the contents of that July press conference about Hillary Clinton. We have unauthorized contacts with the press. We have an Assistant Attorney General, Peter Kadzik, who not only was tipping off the Clinton team about internal things while he was working on the investigation, but then when he was made to recuse himself, did not abide by the recusal. We've got Andrew McCabe leaking and then lying about it to the FBI agents who questioned him. So this is a widespread problem, at least in the leadership across the FBI, and that was an important aspect of this report that's being missed.
It's absolutely being missed, but you didn't miss it. Kim Strassel, thank you for that.
Thanks.
Well, yesterday's report from the IG also reveals that President Obama was one of 13 people who had direct contact with Hillary Clinton on her private email address. Previously, you remember, back in 2015, the then president claimed he only learned of the private address when it became known to the public, and that apparently was a lie. Maybe you're surprised, maybe you're not. Dan Bongino is a former Secret Service agent and an NYPD officer, and he joins us tonight. It seems to me, Dan, that the portion of this report that is being ignored, that is very interesting, is the part at its core on the Hillary investigation. And we've learned that a lot of things we suspected were true really are true.
They were, but Tucker, the most damning revelation, I think you just nailed it, is the Barack Obama receiving emails from Hillary Clinton's personal, not state.gov account, which she didn't have. Now, quick thing on this. The White House Communications Agency, WACA, that's responsible for President Obama, now President Trump's communications, had to whitelist that email address, Tucker. In other words, somebody had to tell WACA, hey, put that personal email address in Barack Obama's phone. Who told them? Are you still going to stick to this story, Barack Obama and team, that you had no idea Hillary had a personal email account? Plausible deniability here is gone and out the window.
So what you're saying is, by definition, because of the way it was set up, Obama and the people around him had to have known that this was an email system outside the government chain.
Tucker, there is no way around it. You think Barack Obama on his personal BlackBerry was getting, spam emails about a flower sale for Mother's Day? Those emails had to be whitelisted before they even hit the BlackBerry, meaning somebody gave WACA that email address and said, hey, this Hillary Clinton personal one, don't worry, this one's A-OK. Who's the person who did that?
Amazing.
You think Obama didn't know? I mean, the Pravda media will cover for him, I'm sure, but it's ridiculous. The story's absurd. Obama couldn't have been telling the truth.
No, clearly lying. That's why he didn't respond to any of my emails when he was president. Dan Bongino, great to see you.
See you, buddy.
The past 2 years have been devastating for public trust in the FBI, unfortunately, and a lot of great people work there, of course. What can the Bureau do to recover its standing with the public? Terry Turchi is a former Deputy Assistant Director of the FBI, and he joins us tonight. Ms. Turchi, thanks a lot for coming on. This is sad for the rest of us who've long admired the FBI, but you got to wonder, if Peter Strzok still works there, what do you have to do to get fired by the FBI?
Well, I think that's what everybody's wondering tonight, and certainly retired FBI agents and probably Tucker, current FBI employees. Not only is he still working, he's in HR. think of the decisions he's making and think of the access he has to all kinds of information. I mean, I think that we really have to be concerned about national security when you have a person who demonstrated as an FBI agent that they were just not to be trusted with the kind of things we trusted him with, and they're still there in HR, one of the most critical places for hiring, recruiting, and plus all the information he already knows from the job he's had for many years. It's really a shame, and it's got a lot of people talking, a lot of retired FBI agents very upset. It's not just me. It's not just the people that come on and talk on shows. Just about everybody is asking, what has happened to the FBI that I worked for? What has happened to the FBI that we knew? Because I think Kimberly was on earlier, and as she laid out for you, all of those things, all of those points she made, that is simply not the way the FBI culture was just a few short years ago. And the leadership of the FBI, James Comey, Andrew McCabe, were ideologically and perhaps even in a monetary way with McCabe, corrupted by their position at the top. And we still haven't answered the questions that I think need to be answered. The IG report doesn't get into what really bothers 50% of the American public, and we need to do that.
It takes a long time to build a place as impressive as the FBI, but only a single Obama administration to destroy it. It's really sad to watch. Terry Turchi, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.